And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Has a look and has a go. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it, and it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil.
Chance to finish! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Rodri, Balde, Guardiola, and here's Torres, Fernando Torres, tried one! Molina clears it away. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Balde. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Palacios. Passing is crisp and sharp. Iniesta. Now it's Torres. And here's Torres. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Garnacho. Guardiola. 15 minutes till half-time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Palacios. De Paul. He's in space and looking for options. Garnacho finds himself offside. Kubasi. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialized. There's the hit! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Palacios. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Has been indicated.
Romero. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term.
Real chance! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
He's had a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might...
And Torres!
The attendance for this match was
fine stop from the keeper.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rodri. Iniesta. David Villa. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Spain really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Garnacho looking understandably energised after his goal.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Xavi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balde. Iniesta.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
Xavi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just 5 minutes left. And it's Xavi. Always onto this. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. The ball cuts out the pass. He's got the shot away! We've got a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Spain with the... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And one more try! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And he's there to belt it away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Saka. Guardiola.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
De Bruyne. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Gets his pass away. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Guardiola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o. Oh, the shot could be on. Can he put it away? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Guardiola. Kimmich. Messi. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. He's had a shot! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Eto'o very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Barcelona have... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No, again there's no way. He's tried one! Missed by a fraction. Adams gathers from the goal kick. Eto'o. Eto'o, Luis Suarez. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Could be danger here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Eto'o. Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He is through here.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has been cut short. Now it's Owen. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what a ball! Oh, good ball. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Guardiola demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Owen. Number
Time
6,
for changes on both sides, actually.
coming on the field.
And that has added a
Number
whole new
20,
complexion to the game.
Mbappe.
Well, that goal just
Number
serves to give them the
19,
momentum and
Alphonso
psychological edge now at this
Davies.
stage, but for me, they've
Substitution
got
in
to chase a
progress.
winner.
Romario is firing after that one. That looks a cracking ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Has a goal! It's loose now and they will... Oh, what has happened here? All hands on deck for this one. He's got full. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody,
but
and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Zico. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on...
Eto'o! It's Eto'o! Oh, nearly.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Mateus Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Barcelona finding their passes. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good alertness. Adams. Oh, good-looking ball. So it is still 0-0. Kimmich makes the interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Davids. Messi powering forward here. Oh, perfectly measured that. The fullback is in acres of space here. Roberto Baggio. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. And Messi! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal.
Hello, attendees.
And that is the
This
state of it
a
at the break.
children's
1-0.
announcement. With the
On the
father
evidence
a
of
boy
what
in
we've
a
seen,
blue
they're
hat
worth their
kindly
lead.
make his
There was
way to the
genuine
information
intensity and
centre.
purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. It's anyone's ball now. And the shots! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Xavi, Eto'o, he's tried one! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Eto'o knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Played back in. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a hit! And he's there to get it away.
This match was 71,550.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played him through. And they've got rid.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Zico. Donadoni. Real chance here. Caught offside that time.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Mbappe tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Decent hit! And he's straight offside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Davids. Aimed beyond the defence. Now he's off and running. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zico. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
And a quick announcement for the
Mbappe
benefit of anybody
claiming the
who's
man of the
found
match
themselves
award,
a little lost
and
today.
there is very
Please
little
look at
room
the
for
screen
argument.
information on how to find your way around this
Your
stadium.
reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. In with the challenge. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Forlan was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Undav. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Salah. Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Xavi.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Adams gets over and intercepts. Now it's Eto. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great chance! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Kimmich. He's got the shot away! That's a half-decent try. Oh, there's a probing ball. But they've got it again. Luis Suarez. He's had a hit! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And it's Salah. And here's Forlan. Undav. Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta does well to get it back. Mohamed Salah really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Xavi. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that interception was most
There will be 1
necessary.
minute
That was
added
well
time.
played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is flagged offside. We've reached half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on
Hello,
the edge.
everybody, and
At half-time,
please join me
it's
in
one
wishing
each.
a happy wedding anniversary
How do
for
you look
one
back
of
on
our
the first
fan club
45
members.
minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge.
Substitution in progress.
Bayern Munich kick off the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Son Heung-min. Messi. Kimmich. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. It's Kimmich. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Suarez. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was
The attendance
most
for this
necessary.
match was
He read that really well and stopped it.
70,987.
Xavi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. And it's Salah. Adams gets across to intercept that. Messi. Son Heung-min. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Luis Suarez. Son Heung-min. And it's Salah. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well
It's
stopped.
Eto'o. Oh, what has happened here? And that's aimed into the middle.
Well played and well cleared. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Speculative strike. And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9.
All he needs to do is to place this
Number
between the
17.
goalposts, and basically let them attack it.
Coming on the field, number 14, Batistuta. Number 20, Mbappe.
Keeper's dealt with that. There's the hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Just 5 minutes remaining now. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Maldini. Mbappe. Messi. Xavi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. You wonder...
And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well,
Just
a decent draw,
announcement,
Peter,
and
with
an
a good
exciting one
mix
too.
of
We're about
action
to
and
announce
plenty of
today's lottery
talking
numbers.
points, and
Please
it
watch
ended
the
with the
screen
right
if you have
result,
a
in my
ticket.
opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. Mbappe! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Mbappe had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is... Has a goal! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Pete.
It's Iniesta! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tar. Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Buffon, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Can he finish? Eto'o gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 2.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 19, Costa Curta.
And it's Iniesta. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes, done. Great hit! It's run. That's another chance! And that is wildly off target. Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he's got the shot away! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden,
3 minutes
bang.
added time.
Oh, that's well spotted. And he's gone looking for safety. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
Kindly contact a nearby
The
member of
midway
staff.
point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Tar.
So off we go once more.
Number 3.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Now that's shot a goal. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's trying Trying his best to keep it in play here. And here's for this real chance! And again the keeper stands strong. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. Little pass back. There's the hit! Sticks it away! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So all square and not for the first time.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 11, Hulit.
And that's definitely
Number
not his
4,
best.
Messi. Coming on the field.
Barcelona
Number 5,
still have the cards to
Hey.
affect this game.
Number 14, Bellingham. Number 18,
Messi,
Beckham.
nicely aimed pass.
Substitution.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Beckham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to get it clear.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Kimmich. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Costa Curta. Kimmich. And it's Kane. Great ball, and he's in. Bellingham!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
Desperate defending required here.
Substitution in progress.
Keeper has taken decisive action.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi. And that could set him on his way. There are... And Batistuta! It's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to...
And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Batistuta taking in the accolades,
Just
having
a
been
quick
named man of
announcement,
the
it is now
match,
time for our
and
special
deservedly
lottery.
so.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you walked in through the
Terrific
gates.
recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. There's the whistle. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Xavi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, you won't find many that can lead a line better than Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan really does come into his own when dropping between the lines or attacking those small spaces in and around the box. Even the tightest of areas, it doesn't daunt him.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Davids. And here's Suarez. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Kimmich. Looking to set free a runner. Now it's Eto'o.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Davids. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No, he's not getting his way this time. Passing nice and neat. And it's Hullet. Messi. Messi! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Adams. Rodri. Adams. For Xavi. He's in plenty of space here. Eto'o gets into some space. Moved on forwards. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Belletti. Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Interesting ball. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Suarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Vieira. Good ball. Now it's Eto. Gives it back. Vieira. Luis Suarez. Eto! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
It's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. Davids. Suarez in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk is there to clear.
There will
Belletti.
be 1 minute added time.
Barcelona have really been terrific at...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago,
So
but
it's
it is
been
far
even
from
so
lethargic, far from slow,
Which way will things
highly
go in the
engaging,
second half?
but goalless.
Ours, of course.
Well, after
Substitution
45
in progress.
minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Kimmich. And it's Eto. And it's Messi. It's a sweet ball there. Good area. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Decent hit! They've scored!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to...
Oh, he's been caught on it! It's Eto! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, now here's an interesting match. Eto! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he was alert to it. And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
substitutions taking place.
Barcelona have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Xavi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Eto'o. Luis Suarez. Oh, that... And Messi! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
And here's Eto'o. Shot could be on. Oh, that's well spotted. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means, they still believe it can be won. Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Thuram.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Bellingham. And he's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 3 minutes added
Well,
time.
both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
And so they prepare themselves to settle it from the spot. Eto'o is over the first kick. One 0.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Eto'o steps up for his penalty. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
Suarez is the man who's second in line. And he puts it away.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
So, the second man in line. Dispatched emphatically.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Messi is third in line. Oh, what a save!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Beckham will take the third penalty. Oh, straight down the middle, and for some, it's too much. Barcelona are looking to him to tie things up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Bayer must save it. And that has lifted the roof. Barcelona fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Eto. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position.
It's Eto! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Eto. Kimmich. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played back in. Messi. Messi! In he goes again! Kimmich is there to clear. That's headed upfield. Now it's Eto. Mbappe. Messi. Pass is coming off in... It's Eto! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Belletti. He's gone forward. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Stood up well to him there. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
He has found the way through. Mbappe hits one! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Oh, there's the shot! And it's come back out to him. Yes, it's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Decent hit! They've done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Barcelona with the corner, there first. Xavi goes short, tries a shot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Adams. Quality ball. Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Lovely feet. Adams. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe! Mbappe! And he's following up! In for the pieces! And he's found the net! And right on half-time, that is telling! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Barcelona do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
First half is up and things are looking good. Let's hope for another good show in the second half. Substitution.
And the second half gets underway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha, Vinicius Junior, Messi. Belletti. Kimmich. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Kimmich. And it's Messi. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, great chance! It's shot a goal! Sticks it away! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs.
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Attendance for this match was 70,987.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Floated up and over. No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bout of passing here, really. It's Eto'o! Vitinha has found the net here, of course. Vinicius Junior. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, there's the clearance.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Xavi. Number 9, Ito.
Well
Number
read,
20,
nice interception. Oh, that's a
Mbappe.
clever looking ball.
Coming on the field, number 6, Neymar.
Beckenbauer,
Number 14,
Neymar.
Batistuta.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Son Heung-min.
Oh, the movement is slick,
Substitution in
the
progress.
speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. DiMarco has a look and plays it forward. Oh, they can break here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
Son Heung-min! And that would have won it.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. We may well regret that, you know.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kimmich. Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back. Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar, a true great in every sense of the word. Kimmich.
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
that's well spotted. And it's Belletti. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Passes short and sharp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee brings it to a close. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
Well timed, excellent interception. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, that is good alertness. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Backward it goes.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Passing nice and neat. Now it's Kimmich. In by Messi.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
There's the hit! He would have been quick to recover this. Gets his pass away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, important interception. And he thumps it clear. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And smartly reclaimed. Kimmich. Oh, that's clever. And the whistle goes for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Luis Suarez. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Can he get onto this? Neymar. Turns and goes back. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's picked out the run. Just too much on that. Minutes played.
For this match was 70,987.
Delicate chip through. Oh, he's in! Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that should get the job done. And he welcomes it in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, super find. He can get that clear.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Ito. Number 17.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Number 18.
Decent progress down the left.
Coming on the field.
Oh, now here's an interesting
number
matchup.
14, Batistuta. Number 20.
Wants to play it back.
Number
He's quick
6,
to get it clear again.
Neymar. Substitution
He's
in
there to
progress.
retrieve it. He's picked his way through. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And the shot! Well, now it's a race. And again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Now the finish! Cleared away.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's straight offside. And that interception was... And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the
Hello,
minds
everybody,
of
and
the
welcome
footballing
to
folk in
today's
this part
match.
of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's down to business here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. And it's Xavi. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Quarter of an hour played. It's a good spell of possession, this, and that is expertly dealt with. Well read, nice interception. And here's Eto'o.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Batistuta.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good effort from distance. Rodri makes the interception. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Fiddles it through. Always onto this. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. Adams. Xavi. Now it's Kimmich. Now it's Messi. Messi! And he's straight offside.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Luis Suarez. Again the flag's up. Van Dijk. Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Schneider. Oh, Goodry. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. And we are up to the break.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second. Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Schneider can get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi skims one in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Eto'o. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's quick to snatch it back.
71,898.
That has not gone well. And it's Belletti. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. Adams. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Shot could be on. It could be in here. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Bastoni getting this one clear. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cleared without complication.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get...
It's Griezmann! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Rafinha.
We have got changes here
Coming
from
on the
both
field
sides, in fact.
is number 42, Musiala. Substitution in progress.
Last-ditch defending, but shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Griezmann plays it short. And the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's taking no chances there. And here's Batistuta.
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe. And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Oh, good. Now the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Beckham. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Eto'o. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is... Oh, terrible pass! He's through here. Bayer clears. Xavi. Eto'o looking to add to his goal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He could be in here. Ødegaard. Beckham. Now there, he's had a shot! Cleared without complication. Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Interesting ball. That's a shade optimistic. Pavard. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rummenigge, and the finish! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Costa Curta.
There will be 1 minute
Ødegaard.
added time.
Rodri. Kimmich. Picked out. Great chance! There it is!
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Barcelona have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Ødegaard. Coming on the field.
And we're underway again.
Number 15.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eto'o chasing after it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Sané. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Platini. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the left. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Xavi. Rodri. Now Costa Curta. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Eto'o. Gently done. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Sané. Good spot, he's seen the run, and he welcomes it in. And it's Sané. No, it's not getting there.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Platini. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's cut it out. Nicely aimed pass. Well read, nice interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And here's Sané. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's heaved it away. That is a real chance! It
And what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Good read, needed to be. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.